back to another reading. Today I'm back with another Priyankit reading for you guys. A lot of you guys have been requesting an update for the two of them. And so today I'm going to see if there's any changes regarding the two of them. If you guys have watched my last reading, I did mention that I do feel like they are on a break. I feel like that things are a really tough spot between the two of them. I feel like maybe they decide to end things or at least take a break from each other. So things were not looking very good last reading, but in this reading I'm going to check if maybe they fix things or anything like that, because I saw a possibility in my last reading. But let's see first with Priyanka. What is Priyanka's current energy towards Ankit at the moment? What is Priyanka's current energy towards Ankit at the moment? Okay guys, so based on the current energies, I still feel like things are not fully okay between the two of them, okay? But I just want to mention that I feel like Priyanka, she feels a lot of sense of carefulness right now, a lot of burden, a lot of sadness. I do think there's maybe a lot of nervousness or maybe something that she's feeling, okay? I don't know if this is on a personal level, maybe people are saying things or anything like that, but she feels a sense of anxiousness, stress, sadness, okay? And I feel like she does want to take care of things carefully. This can be relating to Ankit or just her by herself, okay? And with the Ten of Wands, I do feel like maybe there is traveling over here as well, or maybe her going somewhere, maybe wanting to travel. That is coming over here. But I feel like even with the traveling, maybe energy that I'm getting, there is a bit sense of tension, or maybe people on social media saying something or anything like that, because I'm feeling that she's reading something and feeling a bit sad, okay? That's just something that I'm picking up. And when it comes to Ankit, I do feel like she does still have love for him, okay? Even if, you know, things were not very good between the two of them in the last reading, and maybe they took a break when it comes to their bond or broke up, I do feel like she still does have love for him, okay? It's not gonna be easy for her to end love from years right away, okay? Possibility of them, you know, starting something new. I don't feel like she actually is upset from him or, you know, hates him or anything like that. I feel like she does have a good opinion, like not a good opinion, but it's not like she hates him, but there's just, you know, some sort of fears or some old patterns repeating if maybe they decide to take things again and start a new beginning with each other. And so she fears past things repeating, but I feel like, you know, when someone mentions Ankit or anything like that, she would have a smile on her face still. Like, it's not like she has or only remembers the bad things, but, you know, I feel like she is open to new beginnings happening because she still has love for him, and it's not going to be that easy to end that. But again, I feel like she doesn't want past things to repeat. And, you know, like I mentioned, maybe there is some sort of trust issues or stuff like that. And so I do feel like that is still there in her energies, like of maybe the same problems happening again, okay? So they will need to talk things out or fix things before maybe getting to something new, or maybe things are gonna repeat. And that's, I feel, what Priyanka is fearing over here, okay? Anything else that Priyanka is feeling towards Ankit? Anything else that Priyanka is feeling towards Ankit? Again, with the new beginning. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, so she definitely doesn't want new beginnings with Ankit. She's open to that. So she's not fully upset from him, okay? But again, there is some sort of backstabbing or hidden things, you know, that I feel like she's fearing of, okay? Like I said, there is some trust issues over here. And so I feel like she doesn't want those to repeat again. She's even thinking about marriage with him still. She wants family. She wants marriage. And so definitely she's thinking that I would be open to moving things again and starting things with him again, but, you know, I don't want the same trust issues or things or my fears coming again. I want us to start a fresh start and then not having to fear anything else. She definitely has emotions for him still, but she wants, I feel like she wants definitely him to take a first step. She wants him to move forward towards her. She wants to feel that he wants to continue things and he's ready to balance things out. And so there is this sense over here that I'm not sure if he's gonna do that. Okay, if he's gonna do that, I'm gonna be fully fine, you know, with going back. You know, I still love him, but is he gonna be ready to move forward and try to balance things out with me, and you know, for us to be on the same page? And so she's feeling a lot of swords over here. That is he gonna do that? So yeah, you guys, so the beginning, but she wants some actions from Ankit as well, is what I'm picking up over here. All right, now that we have seen Priyanka, let's get into Ankit. Let's see, what is Ankit's current energy towards Priyanka right now? Okay, guys, so for Ankit, I do feel like actually he also thinks similar to Priyanka, but I feel like in a sense he doesn't have anything bad towards Priyanka or anything like that, but there's also like this sense of burden and, you know, him wondering and looking and calculating things more. Like, he's like, if we go back, is she still gonna have trust issues, or, you know, not trust me or anything like that? And he doesn't want that. He doesn't want, you know, them to also get into a relationship with these trust issues, you know? And so that's why I feel like if they're still quiet right now, I feel like he's still quiet because I feel like they're not ready maybe, or if they are gonna get into things again, is Priyanka still gonna, you know, be possessive or anything like that, which I feel like he doesn't want, okay? And so I feel like he's holding things inside of him right now, and maybe he hasn't said anything to Priyanka because he feels like there is a lot to work on when it comes to their bond, okay? And so maybe he does want, I feel like maybe Priyanka wants him to speak up and he wants Priyanka to speak up regarding stuff. So I feel like each one wants the other to make action, to make changes, and they're both are just quiet, okay? But I feel like the moment that one of them says anything, or maybe gives up and says anything, they're gonna be able to build things again. But I feel like right now they're both in their own spaces. Like, Ankit is sitting here quietly because he's scared that maybe Priyanka is gonna, you know, feel the same things that maybe they sort of broke off things because of. And Priyanka feels like the same, that I'm scared that maybe he's, you know, not gonna fix anything. And so she wants him to at least, you know, take a move to show, to at least feel like she's valued, and he wants her back. And Ankit, you know, he's quiet because, you know, he wants Priyanka to say that she's not gonna feel the same way she felt, you know, maybe regarding possessiveness or not trusting and other problems as well, okay? So yeah, guys, I feel like they both want to be private in their own ways. Like, they want to stay quiet and they want the other person to make a move, okay? Let's see for Ankit, anything else that he feels regarding Priyanka? Anything else that Ankit feels towards Priyanka? Yeah, guys, so Ankit also feels, you know, torn side to side because he feels like there is a lot of burdens and a lot of things, you know, when it comes to their bond. There's just a lot of stuff to work on. And so he feels like it's like a lot of heavy weight, a lot of things to work on that are needed when it comes to their bond. And also I'm picking here a project. So I know if Ankit has a project offered right now, or there's a project that he's working on, but or maybe a project that is offered to him and Priyanka, and so he's still considering that possibility. I feel like that offer is still there, of maybe them working together, or a project of himself by himself, okay? So I feel like he's trying to balance that out, and also Priyanka is definitely on his mind still, because I don't feel like she isn't at all. I feel like he's in fact thinking about it and stressing out that, like, oh, there needs to be a lot done if we want this start between the two. So I feel like he's definitely trying to hold on and build strength, or maybe not, you know, give up, or help or anything like that, okay? But yeah, I feel like Ankit, I feel like he's stressing about it more, okay? He's like calculating things and thinking this through, okay? More than Priyanka is. I feel like Priyanka, you know, she's letting her emotions, you know, maybe control her a bit, while Ankit is like more analytical and he's more practical when it comes to these things, okay? And so he's thinking things through 100 times over and over. All right. Let's see with these cards. Anything else? What are both Priyanka and Ankit feeling regarding their bond right now? Unworthy, you're a better person than I am. And then separable, our love is always there despite the distance. Yeah, you guys, like, they both do have love for each other in their own way, okay? But they're both just, like, different at expressing it and feeling it, okay? And they both in their own way feel like, you know, they're unworthy, or they feel like the other person is better than them, okay? Or they think the other person is the better person. And so during this period, I feel like they definitely had some time to reflect and maybe thinking that, oh, maybe I am the problem, maybe I am the person that is unworthy, and maybe the other person is right. But I think there's also maybe this ego game that, like, I want him to reach out first, I want her to reach out first, okay? All right, you guys. Okay, now let's see for Ankit. What is Ankit's current, something that he doesn't want to tell Priyanka? What does Ankit want to tell Priyanka? Runner, I do not want to run anymore. Yeah, so with Ankit, like, he doesn't want them to get into their bond and just run away from the problem. Like I said, he wants them to face it and fix it. Like, he feels like if they keep running from the problem, it's not going to be fixed and it's just going to be repeated again. And I feel like somewhere Priyanka also feels the same way. So he feels like if we want to build things together, I don't want to run from the problem. I want us to fix it right now, because things are not gonna be good, even when it comes to us moving to marriage, if we still, you know, do not have trust or anything like that, okay? Now for Priyanka, what does Priyanka want to tell Ankit? Ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. Didn't I just say that it's like an ego game? So Priyanka feels like, again, that maybe I'm letting my ego get in the way of our connection. Maybe it's my fault, but I still want him to reach out and, you know, show me that he does want to continue things actually. So Priyanka, you know, she's also, you know, sort of doubting herself, you know, I feel, okay? I'm not necessarily saying that it was her fault or it was Ankit's fault. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault, but Priyanka is feeling this about herself, like, maybe I went a bit too far. Maybe I let my ego get in the way of our connection, okay? So she's thinking like that, okay? But yeah, like I said, I feel like it's sort of like an ego game from both sides. Like, they want the other to reach out, they want the other to say sorry, but they're sort of waiting for one person to do it, okay? Things forward, okay? But yeah, I feel like they both are also at the same time trying to focus on their own things. Maybe Priyanka's also trying to focus on herself, on maybe her career, and also Ankit seems to be thinking about some sort of project over here at the same time. But yeah, that's what I'm picking for Ankit and Priyanka. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That helps me continuing these readings for you guys, and let me down in the comments what you guys think. I would love to hear you guys' feedback. But other than that, thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.